Welcome to Die's Crafty Corner. My name is Diane, and I'm so glad you stopped by. Good morning, guys. Today we're going to do a project that I thought about 2 weeks ago. It just popped into my head when I was going through my blanks. I picked this little wooden sign up from the Dollar Tree this year. Just not too long ago. And then I had these already in my stash from last year, but I did see them at one of the Dollar Trees that I went to recently. So we're going to use this and make a little Easter springtime sign. I'm going to be using a variety of chalk paint in ballet pink, pool blue, lagoon, and crimson, and of course white. So those are all the colors that I'll be using. I normally buy my white chalk paint larger, my white, my gray, and my off-white larger because I use those in more projects. And then I just pick up my chalk paint in smaller bottles for the colors that I keep on hand. I'm a girly girl, so I do love the pinks, the peaches, the blues, the things like that. So my idea is to make this sign and to get it all painted. So let's just get started. There's the white paint that I'm using. I'm going to put it together in a bowl. I put my paint in my bowl. This is a cereal bowl or a soup bowl. I don't know. It's just a bowl. That's what I'm going to use today. It washes clean and we still use it. So there's that. So I am going to be putting on, I've got a few brushes on the table. So again, my deal is to use the things that I have stored in my craft room. So that's what I'm doing. I'm pulling out the brushes. I'm pulling out the paints. I'm going to do projects and just use the things that I've been storing for, 14 years now, right? So I'm going to paint both sides of this. Chalk paint. It's so forgiving and I just love it. I am a messy painter, so let's just get that out of the way now. I paint with my heart. I glob it on. I paint it on. I am messy, so you're going to see paint all over me. But please note, I am protecting that Altenew cutting pad with my life. There will be no paint on that, for sure. So, true story. So, I'm going to cover this in white and then I'm going to set it aside to dry and we're going to start on the other little projects. What I was saying is I pulled out every brush that I had to try today to see what I liked because I couldn't even remember. I normally use sponge brushes and throw them away. These little sets that you're seeing on the table right now, I think I spent a small fortune for those little things. They were not inexpensive at all. And it ends up that I enjoyed the Dollar Tree brushes the most. So I'm going to try all of them, but I think the Dollar Tree one worked the best, if truth be told, out of all of these. So there's that. I do believe those were more stippling than anything. I was going to use this paint, and luckily it didn't come out. So when I went to go get a thing to get some paint out, I realized it's not chalk paint. It's just acrylic paint. So I real quick put that away. And that's when I realized it. So I'm going to be using just the chalk paint, not even though chalk paint is acrylic paint, there's a different finish. That was more of a shiny finish, acrylic paint. I'm just going to stick with the chalk paint. Right now I'm going over and grabbing the lagoon color that I wanted to mix with this blue. Originally, my brain wanted to do a variation of colors. I wanted it to, be two-toned, if you will, but softened, in the middle, so somewhat, right? So I'm going to paint the whole thing blue, and then I'm just going to come in with the lagoon and just kind of merge that into it a little bit. That didn't work out so great. I really like the lagoon better, so that's what we're going to end up doing. I'm just crazy about the teals and the blue, I have to tell you. I think that these two colors, there are three altogether that I like to do together, but this is two of the three. The other one is even more, if you will. It has a little more green in it, I think. And I just love all three of them, and I love to use them together. So this is just going to be on the sides and the top. These eggs were so easy to do. They were not as rough as the bunny is. If you look over at the bunny, you can tell he's got really should have sanded it, but I didn't, but I should have. I'm going to say that up front. I should have sanded it a little bit. So these are pretty much done, except for I wanted to add a little bit of darkness. So I just grabbed a little bit of the Lagoon color and I mixed it in with the blue just to lighten it up a little bit, because you can do that, right? You can also water down your chalk paint a little bit if you want to, right? I didn't do that today, but you can, right? So this was my initial thought. I was just going to have it be two-toned. But then I thought about those flowers sitting up there, and I'm like, you know what? Those flowers are going to cover a big chunk of that bottom. And so I decided I would just make it kind of this way, this color for most of the egg, with just a little bit of the light blue peeking out, almost like a cloud or a sky, right? Something like that. I don't know. So that's what's going to end up happening as I play around here. I decided to bring in some light blue, and I'm thinking about, and the hairs, the little bristles, right? Always a thing. I think that's where I went to the sponge brushes, to be honest with you. Anyway, so you can see now I've just decided to continually pick the bristles out, but also just to give it just more of a two-tone look, right? I didn't want it to be just a solid color. That's what I didn't want. But I really love that pool color. Gosh, it's one of my faves. So I am done with that now. I'm going to set it over in the window to dry with the ceiling fan on. And you can see on the little print back there, I'm going to be using Crimson and, of course, the Ballet. Is that what that one is? I think it is Ballet, right? You can see the little Disney Cruise emblem right there from the DTF that I just did. So I did, as I do this, I'm going to tell you, I purchased a sublimation. I purchased some sublimation machines. I purchased a heat press. I purchased a regular laser color printer to do stickers. I've added so much to this craft room, right? So I want to be able to make t-shirts and prints and mugs and tumblers and all the things, and not just have to use vinyl. So I'm all in. I went all in. So I just did all of our t-shirts for Pirate Night when we go on the cruise, and for the t-shirts we're going to wear when we get on the cruise. So I've made 2 so far, and I used the film, not the paper, not the sublimation paper, but I used the film version of the sublimation to do that. And the colors are so vibrant. It's so nice. You can see here I'm picking off. So anyway, that's what I'm using, all that leftover film to protect my mat, because you know I'm protecting this mat with my life. I should just order another one. I really should order a backup. I just like it. I like the size. I just like it. I like that it has the card size in the middle. I just really like the Altenew mat. I like it a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and paint. And you can see I maybe didn't pick out the best bunny. This bunny needed a little bit of help. But she's pretty anyway. So we're going to get her. I'm filling in all those little holes with the paint is what I'm doing. Yeah, like I said, heavy. That's what I do. Love this pink. So pretty. All right, so we're going to get this smoothed out with this brush. That's the Dollar Tree brush I'm talking about. Does it not do a great job? That's the Dollar Tree brush. All those other brushes that I was using were so expensive, and this is the Dollar Tree brush that I ended up liking the best. All right, so now I'm just going to add a little bit of that crimson, because I wanted to give this bunny cheeks and ears, and I wanted to give it cheeks and ears so bad, and then you can't even see the cheeks at the end. I know. So I'm going to grab a dauber, and I thought a dauber would work perfect for this, because I wanted the color to be there, but I wanted it to be softened, right? And I wanted the color to definitely be different. So when I'm first putting it on, I'm like, oh, I hope I can soften that out, because that's not exactly the look I was going for. So then I just stipple it all the way around, right? And now I'm happy with that. I want it to be a little bit darker, but that is exactly what I was going for. Now here, when I did this, as I'm doing it right now, I'm going, oh, it's so cute. That's exactly what I wanted. That's so cute. When I went and put the flowers on this, I thought, oh my God, those look like eyes. They look completely like eyeballs. And even once I got the flowers on, I'm like, it looks like a mouth. It just looks a little creepy. Looks like a little creepy bunny, but I'm so happy with it here. It's exactly what I wanted. Everything is dry, and now my whole idea has come complete. All right, so for the flowers, these are flowers that I've had in my stash. I don't believe I bought any of these flowers. I believe all of these flowers were gifted to me many years ago. So I just super glued the flowers, and no, I hot glued the flowers, and I hot glued my bow. The bow is not even. I wish you guys could have been there to scream at me when I did that, but it's not. I'm going to have to fix it later. Now, my trick for doing my things when I'm gluing them on the boards is to use hot glue and wood glue. And the wood glue that I choose is the Gorilla wood glue. I think it's the best. It adheres so well, and I could leave anything up outside and it would stay up. It'll get weathered, of course, but it will stay up. And the trick is to glob it on, and then to glob on your hot glue as well. Here's how it turned out in front of my window. I will update you guys when I'm ready to put it out. It's too early to put this out. But we're going to be working on Easter stuff now. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.